Hey everyone, it's Brian here from Dear Coffee, I Love You. This is the first YouTube video I've made in 10 years, but I'm here today with the OXO 8-cup brewer because they sent it to me and wanted me to give you guys my feedback, let you know what I think, and I was excited to do so, not only because it's a really nice looking coffee brewer and I don't always like brewing coffee myself, so it's nice to have an auto brewer that fits on your counter and can take coffee duty on the weekends. And I've been a big fan of OXO since I was in design school. I love their functional approach to design. I love that the company is a 1% for the planet company. My kitchen is filled with OXO products, from this cheese grater zester planer, which I love. It's fantastic. This slotted fish turner, best spatula you can buy. And we all know that during COVID, we've been baking a lot of bread, and this right here is the ultimate banana bread pan. As you can see, I'm not just pitching OXO because they sent this to me. I'm pitching them because I really do love their products. I think they're a great company and they make really good stuff. Also, I really love that big companies like OXO are finally using their infrastructure, their resources, their R&D, their distribution networks to create really awesome specialty coffee products that are a little bit more accessible in terms of where you can buy them, but also they can bring the cost down because they have such an infrastructure network in place. So, I'm very happy that, more companies are taking notice, that people care about the quality of their coffee, and companies like OXO are stepping up and giving us really amazing equipment to brew better coffee with. So here it is. I'm gonna talk to you about what I like about it, why you might want to purchase it yourself, and how it could help you brew better coffee at home. So first of all, being a designer, one of the things I love most about this brewer is the design. I think it's really simple, it's functional, there's no unnecessary curves. Some of these coffee brewers get, just way too over-designed and funky. This is, it's nice, brushed stainless steel, solid plastic. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. It kind of reminds me of a La Marzocco Linea, sort of the old-fashioned, old-school, just functional coffee maker. And I love that about it. I don't want it to be too flashy. It, blends in nicely on my countertop, and it doesn't take up much room. It has a very small footprint. It's not too tall, so it fits under my cabinets on my counter. So there's a lot of, nice things about it from a design perspective. The carafe is double wall stainless steel. It's vacuum insulated, so it's going to keep your coffee hot. That also means there's no need for a hot plate, which is going to, overheat your coffee or make it bitter. It's just going to keep it warm for a long enough time that you can enjoy it. And that's really great. It's got 2 brew settings. It has a 2 to 4 cup and a 5 to 8 cup setting. What that's going to do is change the amount of water during the bloom cycle, and it also allows you to change the basket size for a smaller or larger amount of coffee grind. You can use a larger sort of flat bottom filter, that sort of typical standard flat bottom filter that you can buy at any grocery store, and that's for the larger batches, so anywhere from like 5 to 8 cups. But the great thing is they have this little adapter, and this adapter, which you put inside of the larger basket, is holds a flat bottom 185 Kalita style filter. I use the ones from Blue Bottle. They're made out of bamboo, and I just really like the structure. They don't have a lot of paper taste, but you can use your standard flat bottom Kalita style filter when you're brewing your small batch brew, which is really fantastic, super convenient. So this is what I'm using most of the time when I use this machine. So I really appreciate this because I can do that smaller batch size and use the filters that I like, and it just works really great. If you don't want to use the carafe and you're brewing a smaller batch or single cup mode, the awesome thing is the base flips over and you've got this little platform. So then you can take your own mug, your own thermos, whatever, and it gets elevated up closer to the cone and it drips right into your own vessel. So that's pretty awesome. This is primarily how I brew because, as I said, I'm usually brewing in the smaller batches, like 400 to 500 milliliters, and this is all I need. And then I don't have to worry about cleaning this thing out. So there's a little bit of flexibility in the batch size that you're going to brew, which is great if you're someone who doesn't drink a lot of coffee, or you're by yourself and you don't want to use one of those single cup brewers that have all the plastic, Keurig K-cup things. This allows you to still have really fresh, delicious coffee, without compromise. So that's really great. So if you're a coffee nerd or you love specialty coffee, that doesn't mean that you have to shun the auto drip brewer. You just have to make sure you find a good one. And one of the best ways to ensure that you have a good one is that it's Specialty Coffee Association certified. That means that it's gone through rigorous testing to make sure that it meets their gold cup standard, and the OXO 8 cup is that. So what does that mean? Well, in order to brew good coffee, an auto drip maker needs to do a couple things that not all of them do. One of them is water temperature. You need to have water temperature in the 195 to 205 degree Fahrenheit range. OXO's Brew Better technology ensures that it's about 198 to 205 throughout the entire brew cycle, which is really awesome. You also need great water distribution in order to get good coffee. And the OXO 8 cup has the Rainmaker shower head, which has 6 holes and it evenly disperses water across all the coffee grounds, creating a really nice, even coffee bed. And what that means is you're going to get optimal flavor extraction, which is what you want from an auto drip brewer. So in the future, if there's any updates to this coffee maker, there's a few little nitpicky things that I would love for them to improve. First of all, please put some metric labeling on the side of the water tank. It just makes it so much easier. All the coffee recipes in the specialty coffee world, all of the ratios, they're delivered in the metric system. Half liter, full liter, just put that on the side. Doing the math of cups and 5 ounces per cup, it's just kind of a pain. Also, the carafe, it always seems impossible for people to design a carafe that allows you to empty everything out of it. Not only the coffee, but then when you're cleaning it, there's always some water you just can't get out. In the case of this carafe, it's, like 20 milliliters that just you can't pour it out. I don't know if you can screw the lid off, if that would help, but it's just really annoying. And lastly, when the brew cycle is finished on this machine, there's a really loud, high-pitched beeping noise to, I assume, let you know that your coffee is ready. But I guarantee you that any coffee lover who is waiting for their coffee to brew doesn't need to be reminded with a high-pitched beeping noise. There is a workaround. You can just turn the machine off before that beep happens, but it's really just obnoxious and unnecessary, so it'd be great if in the future it wasn't on there. The OXO 8 cup comes in at about $170, which is pretty reasonable, and for the quality of coffee being SCA Gold Cup Standard certified, I think it's a really great deal. It doesn't include some of the functions that the higher end coffee brewers might have, like programmability, or auto timers that turn it on in the morning to brew for you. But personally, I don't think those are necessary. I think of this as a functional workhorse, and it already has 2 program settings for small batch and large batch, which make it really functional in the sense of what size of brew that you want. You don't really need to dial it in that much. So I love having it on my countertop. If your budget doesn't allow you to buy a super expensive premium $300 brewer, this is about half the cost, and I think you'll be super happy with it. OXO makes great quality products, stainless steel, the plastic, everything just feels really solid. It's not going to disappoint. So I want to thank you guys for watching this, and let me know in the comments below if you think I should do more of these. As I said, this is my first YouTube video in 10 years. You can actually click the link and watch my very first one, which was a review for the Souden Soft Brew back in 2010, and you can see how far I've come. Anyways, if you think I should do more, let me know. Also, if there's anything I didn't cover and you want to ask a question, be sure to ask it, and I'll try to follow up and let you know the answer. Like I said, I've been brewing with this for 2 months now, and usually after I review equipment, I get rid of it, but this is one that I'm actually going to keep around because I enjoy having an auto brewer on the weekends or when I'm tied up with work. So, yeah, the OXO 8-cup brewer. If you're in the market for an affordable automatic brewer, check it out. There's a link below that will take you to OXO's website. And until next time.